Let me tell you a story about how I hit my existential rock bottom, not just once, but twice. And somehow I survived. I want to show you how even when everything feels lost, you can still rise above and reclaim your power. Hi, my name is Echo Tando, and this is 40 Lessons at 40. Lesson 1 is about identity and faith. There was a season in my life when I woke up every day asking one question: who am I now? Not who I used to be, not who people expected me to be, but who I really was after all is said and done. At 25, my entire world collapsed. I lost my college scholarship and dropped out of school. Everything I'd worked for, everything that defined me was suddenly gone. I felt like I had failed my family, failed myself. I didn't know who I was without my plans or my future. Then it happened again at 32. I lost my marriage. That one hurt differently because this time I wasn't just losing something, I was losing my identity. I was losing me. I was drowning in regret, shame, and questions I didn't have answers to. That certainly was the darkest moment in my life. Now, there were nights I sat alone with my thoughts, wondering how I got so far from becoming the man I wanted to be. I fell deep into depression. I flirted with the idea of disappearing and giving up. I'm sharing this because I know I'm not the only one who's been there. But that was not the end of my story. I think of myself as the prodigal son. In my lowest moment, something clicked. Like the parable of the prodigal son in the Bible, I realized I didn't need to earn my way back. I realized God's love was still there, unchanged, unconditional, and free. I wasn't rejected. I wasn't too far gone. Redemption was still available if I was only willing to return to my roots. I want to tell a little bit about my roots. Now, I am a Ghanaian-born American raised in a Christian home where one truth stood constant. No matter how hard it gets, God always listens. No matter how deep my mistake, the grace of God always reaches out. Faith had always been a part of me. I hadn't lost it. As I found my way back, my faith became practical, something I could stand on. 3 pillars in particular helped me bring home the peace and joy that I enjoy today at 40. The first pillar was humility. Admitting I didn't have all the answers, accepting that I was still on the ladder toward perfection, not at the top, still growing, still making mistakes, and still learning. The second pillar was discipline, choosing daily practices that align my actions with my values, how I treated my body, my time, my words, and other people. Not perfection, alignment. The third pillar was grace. Grace for the past, grace for my process, and grace for the days I fell short, not because I was perfect, but because falling short didn't disqualify me. It was just part of the process. So I started over again, slowly, quietly, imperfectly. I went to the gym, I danced, I cooked, I listened to the words that fed my soul. I served others when I felt empty, and something magical happened. I learned to love myself again, but it was through the power of the grace of God. Over time, things changed. I finished college. I built a career. I started a business. I traveled the world. I created connections with people everywhere. 4 years later, I wasn't the same man. I was stronger, kinder, clearer, more grounded in who I am and who I am certainly not. Now, here's the lesson. Identity comes before everything. And for me, faith was the foundation that gave my identity roots. Just like a tree, you have to see yourself developing stronger roots so you stay humble, disciplined, and rely on the grace of God. So, if you're listening to this and you feel lost, If life stripped away the titles, the plans, the version of you that made sense, hear this. You are not broken. You are not disqualified. You are not too far gone. Sometimes, losing everything is the only way to remember who you really are. I didn't find myself by chasing validation. I found myself by coming home. And this is lesson 1 of 40 lessons at 40. And this is where the journey begins.